With me now are CBSN political contributor and Democratic strategist. They have Republican strategists in there, Lynda. Unless you really bought into the "Make America Great Again" slogan, you are a Democrat. And we've got Michael Gram here with us, and RealClearPolitics national reporter Caitlin Huey-Burns. Thank you all for being here. So, Michael, let me start with you. Let me just get a quick 30 seconds from all of you before we really dive into today. Your first impressions, your initial impressions after hearing the inaugural speech.
Donald Trump is a guy who knows his brand, knows his audience, and talked right to them. And the people who supported him loved it, and the people who haven't decided that they hate him already, and I don't know how big that group is, they heard a lot to like too. I don't think he said anything that if you wrote it down on a white piece of paper and just handed it to somebody that a typical American would object to. It was astonishingly effective marketing. Leadership? I don't know.
We'll have to see. What do you think, Lynda?
Respectfully,
given your new party affiliation.
Disagree. Yeah. Respectfully, I would disagree. I mean, I think a big challenge for Donald Trump is he headed into today's inauguration as the least popular president-elect that we know of, or at least in history that we're aware of. And he needed to speak not just to the base. The base are with him no matter what. This is the same advice I would give to a Democrat. He needed to be somebody who could unite the country, somebody who could be shoring up those who voted for him, but maybe did so with some reservations. I mean, we know if we look back at the numbers, it wasn't as if the 40-some-odd percent who voted for him did so entirely enthusiastically. And then beyond that, he needed to speak to some of the more moderate folks and some Democrats who are just very concerned about where this country is going to be going and what an America looks like under Donald Trump, and he failed to do that today.
All right, we're going to talk about that. Caitlin, your thoughts?
Well, I'll try to play to both strings here. I think we saw today that Donald Trump continues to be Donald Trump. Everybody had been talking about leading up to this inauguration. Is he going to kind of, pivot, to use a word from the campaign trail, to a more presidential tone, a more welcoming, uniting tone? But in the background, we all knew that he would do what he wanted to do. He would speak how he wanted to speak. And I was in the crowd today talking to people that were there that were supportive of him, loved the speech. You walk outside of the Capitol grounds to the protests and to other people kind of going about their day, they didn't like it at all. So I think it, to your point, speaks to what you think about Donald Trump right now, but it also speaks to the fact that if we continue to measure him against what we think that he will do, it's going to be a very difficult task for us. I will say, however, that governing is different from campaigning. That is something that he has not learned yet. We'll see if he does soon.